Hello, Army! Welcome to Gallery Jungkook. Imagine a man who never hides his admiration. Every time he sees someone precious to him, words of praise flow endlessly. That man is Jungkook. And the person who always becomes the source of his admiration is Kim Taehyung. One day, a compilation video appeared on YouTube, almost an hour long. Throughout it, Jungkook kept saying how handsome Taehyung was. An entire hour? Can you imagine? It wasn't just content, it was proof that Jungkook could never hold back his feelings. That's where the idea for this video was born, to collect every moment, every word, when Jungkook spoke about Taehyung's handsomeness, not once, not twice, but countless times, until everyone watching was convinced that, in Jungkook's eyes, Taehyung is the most handsome man in the world. Remember the live broadcast when Taehyung felt embarrassed for appearing without makeup? Instead of agreeing, Jungkook smiled and said Taehyung still looked charming, even innocently adding, "Your legs are beautiful too." Simple words, yet so sincere. And who could forget the time Jungkook himself grew nervous and blushed after calling Taehyung the most handsome man in the world? Namjoon teased him because it was so obvious he was shy, while Taehyung could only smile awkwardly and quickly change the subject. There was also the day when Jungkook secretly recorded Taehyung during a photo shoot. His phone camera kept zooming in on Taehyung's face, until finally Jungkook whispered softly, "He's so handsome." A simple moment, yet so heartfelt, as if it came straight from his heart. Those compliments weren't only spoken in front of cameras or during live broadcasts, even in casual conversations, Jungkook couldn't hold them back. When Taehyung was cooking, Jungkook spontaneously said he still looked handsome, even while busy in the kitchen. When they opened an album, Jungkook once again said, "Taehyung is the most handsome man in the world." Interestingly, when asked to mention Taehyung's strengths, Jungkook didn't highlight his skills or personality, but simply answered, "He's handsome." As simple and sincere as that. And there was the unforgettable moment when Jungkook had to choose between 5 Taehyungs at once or one 5-year-old Taehyung. He answered innocently, "If there are too many Taehyungs, I'd have to wear sunglasses, because they're too bright, too handsome." Who could argue with such a sweet reason? All these moments show one clear thing: for Jungkook, Taehyung is not just handsome. He is the standard, the benchmark, the very definition of the phrase "the most handsome man in the world." And every time Jungkook says it, Taehyung always blushes, smiles, or feels awkward, but we all know, behind it lies a sense of pride. Jungkook might not intend it to be a grand statement, but through those small, repeated words and his unchanging shy smile, we can clearly see in his eyes that Taehyung is the first person, the first face, the one most deserving of the title "the most handsome man in the world." I tried to collect even the smallest clips of Jungkook that might have been overlooked, where he spoke about Taehyung's handsomeness. Of course, there may be details missing, the order isn't chronological, and perhaps you're more focused on the facts than my voice. But the point is, I wanted to highlight the moments when Jungkook never missed a chance to tell Taehyung how handsome he is, to the point where sometimes he revealed what we already knew. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow the social media displayed on the screen. Tell me in the comments what you'd like to see next. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I did, I'm sure you agree, hearing Jungkook talk about the most handsome man in the world is something truly special. One of the first moments was when Jungkook read a simple comment he could have answered with a plain yes, but instead emphasized that to him, Taehyung's handsomeness felt unreal. There was also a day when Jungkook stuttered while calling Taehyung the most handsome man in the world, and Namjoon teased him because he looked embarrassed, while Taehyung quickly changed the topic. In a live stream, when Taehyung said he felt awkward appearing without makeup, Jungkook complimented him, even adding that Taehyung's legs were beautiful too. Jungkook also once said that everything suited Taehyung, and even made sure the fans agreed with him. In the end, Taehyung teased Jungkook back until he was at a loss for words. There was also a moment when Taehyung was appointed as the temporary leader, and Jungkook immediately praised him by calling him the most handsome leader. Unfortunately, Taehyung didn't catch his meaning, making Jungkook even more embarrassed. The compliments didn't stop there. Jungkook even admired Taehyung while he was asleep, secretly recorded him during photo shoots, zoomed in on his face just to say how handsome Taehyung's jawline was. Over and over again, Jungkook unconsciously repeated the same line, "Taehyung is the most handsome man in the world." While opening an album, rewatching old music videos, seeing Taehyung appear in a reaction video, or even in daily jokes, Jungkook never missed the chance. He praised Taehyung while cooking, while standing in front of the camera, during a live stream on the beach. Even when Taehyung came carrying drinks, Jungkook always found a way to say the same thing, "You're handsome." Once, jokingly, Jungkook said that choosing 5 Taehyungs at once would be too dazzling, so he'd need sunglasses to hide from the glow of his charm. Funny, yet clearly sincere. And most touching of all, every time Jungkook said it, Taehyung blushed. But we all know, behind the jokes and admiration, Jungkook truly believes Taehyung is the most handsome man in the world. For Jungkook, Taehyung is the first person etched in his heart. All these moments combined form a clear picture. Jungkook can never hide his admiration. He always uses every little chance to express his awe for Taehyung. And it makes us wonder, does Jungkook realize he says it so many times? Or does he truly want the whole world to know that for him, Taehyung is the most handsome man in the world? For us watching through a screen, these moments are sweet, funny, even sometimes making us blush too. But for the two of them, maybe it's a secret language, a simple language only two hearts in mutual admiration can understand. In the end, we see one undeniable truth. For Jungkook, Taehyung is not just a friend, not just a group mate. Taehyung is someone truly special, someone who so often leaves him mesmerized, that he never gets tired of repeating, "You're the most handsome man in the world." At that moment, everyone could feel a different aura from Jungkook. He still wore a small smile, as if trying to hide his shyness, but his eyes could not lie. There was a soft sparkle in them, a sign that his heart was trembling. Jin kept calling Taehyung the most handsome man in the world, as if no other words were more fitting. And it's true, Taehyung always enchants anyone who sees him. But for Jungkook, there's an invisible line that cannot be crossed. Only he may admire, only he may freely adore, only he has the right to keep that title in Taehyung's heart. This jealousy doesn't mean Jungkook doubts Taehyung or feels lacking. On the contrary, it comes from deep love, closeness, and affection. He fears that if others praise Taehyung too often like he does, part of their bond might feel lost. And when Taehyung smiles at Jin's compliments, Jungkook's heart trembles in a way only someone truly in love could understand, a mix of pride and unease, happiness, and the desire to protect. But this is precisely what makes their story so beautiful. Behind the jealousy lies genuine affection, the sweet feeling of belonging. For Jungkook, Taehyung is not just the most handsome man in the world, he is his whole world. And perhaps that is Taehyung's magic, in the way his love is reflected in its most human form, from laughter, to compliments, to the sweet jealousy that only draws them closer and makes them irreplaceable. And that is the story filled with praise, shy smiles, and sweet jealousy that Jungkook can never hide every time he calls Taehyung the most handsome man in the world. These moments are not just random video clips, but traces of real feelings, a simple honesty that makes us smile, and sometimes blush along with them. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe to Gallery Jungkook, turn on notifications, and share this video with fellow ARMYs who also believe that no other man could ever replace Taehyung in Jungkook's heart. See you in the next video, only on Gallery Jungkook, where every little moment between them becomes a great story worth remembering.